Okay, I think I've got... I don't know if anybody can hear me. It's not showing up here yet. Wait. I think I gotta go back to my own link in order to pull anything up. I do. Okay. I think it's showing up right now. There we go. I can see things. Hello. I don't know if anybody's actually in here, but hello. And I guess I'll jump right into it. If anybody comes in, just say hi. I don't care. That is not the right thing. That does not need to be right there. Also, if I need to adjust any of my audio levels, please tell me, because I am bad about that. About having something way too loud and everything else way too quiet. Or vice versa. I also don't want to accidentally deafen anybody. Also, I have been, like, sick, so ignore that if I cough and hack like that. Let me see. Is it being difficult? Is that my connection, or... I hope it's not my connection. No. Okay, no, it's just my phone being dumb, I think. At least I think. We'll see. That is not the right color. I do not want to ink that in blue. Okay. Almost started inking in blue. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. That's what I get for not streaming in ages, I guess. Not sure how I feel about that. Like I said before, if I need to adjust the levels of anything, just tell me and I will. Try this a little bit differently. I know I use a lot rougher of a brush than a lot of other people do, but that's just a me thing. Also, I hope my mic is working properly. It's been forever since I even bothered trying to mess with it, so not entirely sure. That line is way too rigid and straight and flat. I don't know, I'll probably end up talking to myself for most of this like I usually do. Essentially, in these streams, what mostly ends up happening is I just kind of talk to myself, and essentially everybody just kind of gets to hear my typical drawing process as I chat to myself the whole time. Let me see. I did this sketch earlier. This is something I wanted to have. I didn't want to sit here for ages. Hi! Hi, Evie. How are you? Please don't let me accidentally deafen you, because I'm really good at that. Also, I hope that my mic is actually working right. I'm assuming it is, but I hope so. Let's see here. There's Charlie. Let me hop over to Melanie. Okay, good, because on top of the mic, my voice is kind of scratchy and all that because I've been a little bit sick recently. And I'm doing pretty good, aside from, being sick. I'm doing a lot better now than I was. Because, oh my gosh, the past couple days have been miserable. And I can actually do stuff on my mic again, thank goodness. Let me see. Oop. I know, it's kind of neat to watch somebody else do it, like, real time, though, instead of, like, seeing just the speed paints. Like, I pop in, I may not say much, but I do pop in on your streams from time to time, because I love watching yours. A lot of times, if you stream while I'm at work, I'll pop in. Let me tweak that a little bit. Let me zoom out real quick, because I think there's more people in here, so I want to let everybody see, like, the sketch real quick that I did earlier. And get a good frame of reference on it, so I can make sure I'm doing okay with it. It's been a while since I last streamed, though. Because I especially hadn't been doing anything with a mic for a while. No, I like your streams. I like watching you draw. I'm just usually at work whenever I watch them. Where I work midnights, it just kind of slow nights and all that. No, I actually have a, oh gosh, it's my sister's mic. Where is it? I can't remember what kind of mic it is, and I can't find the name on it. Because it's my sister's mic. I kind of snatched it from her ages ago, and I just haven't given it back as of yet. Because I haven't been able to get my own as of yet. Thief. Shush.
Obviously, she doesn't care.
Well, to be fair, she hasn't been making videos for a while. I don't know if you can hear her, but that's my roommate in the background.
Oh, is that all? I see how it is.
Well, considering that sometimes Facebook people pop in over here.
Okay.
Because I don't think I posted this link on there, but a lot of times I'll share it onto my Facebook page.
I don't think anybody I know from your Facebook will be popping in on your streams.
That's fair.
Like, no offense.
That's a fair point. No, that's a fair point.
Certainly nobody I give a crap about anyway. Because you're not friends with any of them, are you?
Wait, which ones?
Some of my relatives.
I think the only ones is I think I'm friends with your mom.
My mom doesn't even use Facebook anymore. She's on it, but like...
She does like me, what, gets on, scrolls, and then gets off?
No, she uses Messenger. That's it.
Oh.
That's the only reason why... I don't even know if she has the actual app on her phone.
Oh.
Anymore. Noah does the same. He's never on there, but he uses it for Messenger.
That's fair. That's what a lot of my family does.
Well, his girlfriend's got, like, limited minutes or something on her phone. So that's how she primarily texts him.
Oh. See, I don't even actually use my actual, my art Facebook very much. I usually just hop on, I actually use a lot of here recently I've been using my Instagram a good bit, but more so my Tumblr and my Twitter. Well, actually, no, wait, I've been using my Instagram more than my Tumblr. Because my Facebook, I tend to share my links because a lot of my family subscribed to me on YouTube because they spotted that I had a channel and they wanted to be supportive. So I can't remember if I follow you or not on Instagram. I'll have to check that in a little bit. Let me see here. I bet the mic picked that up real good. I mostly interact with the fandom blogs. What?
It's filled with porn and hipsters.
Oh, so you do have it pulled up on your thing now.
That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair. I'm mostly in the fandom stuff. Like here lately, I've been all over the Dragon Age fandom stuff. Like big time. But yeah, it has a real bad issue with that. There's actually causing an issue right now because of that. With the whole everybody's terrified Tumblr's gonna be taken down thing.
No, it's been through worse. Trust me, that hell site isn't going anywhere.
Did you know in the search filter they actually removed the not safe for work toggle?
They did that forever ago.
No, I mean, no, they didn't.
Like, you could search it, but nothing would come up.
No, I mean, like, they removed the toggle where you could choose to actually view it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of fair, though. But, you know, the annoying thing is that the users...
I am so sorry.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
Why did you need to know? Did you look it up?
You probably came across it accidentally.
I'm so sorry.
I came across it accidentally a good while ago.
We should have a candlelight vigil for your innocence.
Oh. See, the funny thing is, though, there's all this issue with Tumblr about it, but the hilarious thing is that DeviantArt is so much worse. And the staff and the mods on DA are going, like, stupid.
Oh, heck.
Oh, he's stumbled across a video about, okay.
I didn't know that they could hear me that well.
I mean, to be fair, this is a good mic. Oh, but like DA is absolutely horrible. And the worst part is a lot of people, they won't even flag their own stuff with the mature content filter. I don't know if I've seen that particular user. I watch a lot of the commentary community videos, and a lot of them use that kind of stuff as an avatar, so it makes it kind of harder to spot, admittedly, but I don't know that I've watched any of that guy's content. I like to listen to a lot of the commentary community, though, while I work on stuff, just because it passes time pretty good. It's good background noise while I work. But, oh my gosh, it's been... You know, though, on the whole thing with the YouTube thing, and it not YouTube, DeviantArt, and it going stupid, though, what kills me with it is that, like, a couple of my own things, they were, like, literally done in paint fan art, like, with a mouse from years ago, got removed. Yeah, people on DA are really bad about ripping off artwork, but, like, here recently the problem's more so been, like, the staff and the moderators and stuff like that. Because, like, they'll be removing people's art and stuff for no reason. or there's been a big issue, and I swear it started with them getting the bright idea of, oh, let's let the users flag stuff as inappropriate.
Oh shit.
And as violating the terms of service rather than just like reporting it. Which has caused a big issue because if somebody doesn't like somebody, they start just mass flagging their stuff. Like there was an issue with people doing on YouTube to people's videos a while ago. I mean, it's still an issue, but it's not as bad of one as it was before. But it's been horrible on DA here recently. It's been horrible on DA.
You know what though? If you still use DeviantArt, it's your own fault.
What, so using DeviantArt? A lot of people use it for marketing or because they've built an audience on there. No, I agree with you there. There's really no safe haven. And it's ridiculous. It's frustrating.
Unless you stick to Newgrounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most Tumblr people are going now.
Yeah, that's probably, if things don't clear up on Tumblr, is probably where I'm going. A lot of my mutuals have been shifting over to Newgrounds. I've never really done anything on Newgrounds. You know, aside from playing, like, inappropriate games when I was a teenager. See, I've heard that it's really good, because I know that, one of the other art YouTubers I watch, Draw with Jazza, I know he uses it. Or at least he has in the past. Because I know that whenever he used to hold, like, the monthly contests and stuff, that would be where he'd hold them and where you'd have to put up your entries. I wish he still held those. I mean, I understand getting burnt out on them, though. But I always chickened out on entering. So I'm sad that I missed that opportunity. Let me see here. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh. Let me see. Yeah, I need to look into getting a Newgrounds account. I just hadn't gotten around to it or anything like that. I can barely keep up with my Tumblr and Twitter. Yeah, I can definitely get art giveaways. They're exhausting. But Jazzy used to hold, like, monthly contests where, like, he'd do a theme. And, well, he'd have, prizes from sponsors that he would put up to win. And he just got burnt out on figuring up themes and stuff like that for it, which is definitely understandable. Especially since, you know, and having to judge everything, especially since he's got a second kid now. See, I've never really done requests or commissions or anything like that before. I want to open for commissions, but I'm still kind of working out how to go about that and getting up the nerve to actually do it. And I'd like to eventually start a Patreon. Like, I have half of an account set up. Ow. Sorry, like I said, still sick. Let's pull this around. Let me see. I've just noticed how, like, askew her ponytail is. Yeah, my big thing is I need to get up the nerve to actually sit down and do it. Because it just, anxiety is a pain in the neck when it comes to that kind of stuff. Her ponytail looks so askew and I can't figure out why. Oh, you're fine. I tend to go off on tangents anyway. You're definitely fine. Let me see. That down. I use the swipe thing on my keyboard usually too. I end up having to proofread a lot before I send, and sometimes I still don't catch stuff. What?
Why even use it then if you have to like proofread so much?
Because it's quicker than typing out. Just tap, 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 tap the whole thing. I need to move one headphone off of my ear. Especially since I'm a slow typer. I'm a slow typer on a PC, let alone on a phone. And Brandy types and doesn't use the swipe keyboard, and she still has a million typos. Oh, better example, Damien. But Damien...
Is that really the keyboard's fault, or because Hooked on Phonics failed him?
That's fair.
Okay.
I'm gonna laugh one of these days if he comes into one of my streams and hears me making fun of him.
He knows you love him. You wouldn't be a good older sister if you didn't make fun of him.
I mean, that's fair. See, I'm just a slow typer and I make typos either way.
It's not that bad.
I like Windows 8. I am not going to Windows 10. Windows 10, I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to keep my channel at least semi
PG.
Mostly anymore.
No fun.
I'll swear more whenever I do my gaming videos again. Especially if I rage. No, not boom me.
Swearing is good for the soul.
Swearing is good for the soul, but you're entertaining with it. You get creative with it, which is entertaining as all heck.
It's an art form.
It's an art form I have not mastered. I'll stick to things like heck and ye, thank you very much.
Yes, the dreaded H-bomb. You're so edgy.
Okay, yeah, I'll leave the swearing to you in the live chat. There we go. Let me see here. There we go. That looks a bit better. I swear at one point I'm going to lean so far out of my chair to cough that I'm going to fall out of it.
And I will laugh when it happens.
I know you will. Then everybody will get to hear me swear.
Mostly at me.
Probably. I need to start throwing more gaming videos into my thing, though. I really want to do a Dragon Age playthrough on my channel. I think that'd be fun.
Do it. No, go. The heckin' bomb.
Yeah, the heckin' bomb. Oops, that's not part of the hair. I need to erase that. Yeah, the heckin' bomb. Let me see here. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Ow. Ow.
You know, my mom fussed at my brother the other day because he told my other brother to heck off. She's like, it's too close to the other thing. Don't say that.
Really?
Yes.
Your mom needs to chill.
And he's like, it's not even a swear, and you don't yell at me when I say, what the heck?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
No, you can't reason with them. You know how it is.
Ow! Okay, my knee finally popped. I feel better now. Phew. Oh. There we go. Now my sleeve's not in the way again. What?
Nothing. I was just thinking about that one time I slipped up and dropped an F-bomb in front of my parents.
Hands and feet are your enemies. Why?
Alright then.
Let me see. Pull this around. Ugh. Her bangs are not wanting to come out right this time. No, drawing them, yeah.
Feet especially.
Feet are a pain. I can deal with hands. Give me hands any day.
I can't draw those either. They look like sharpened demon talons anytime I draw hands, but feet, nah.
But your current style is very, honestly, Vasquez.
Yes. So it kind of works, but no, the feet all look like bastardized versions of Square Enix characters.
You just need more practice. Feet are like the bane of my existence. I can do hands okay. Hands are not as big of an issue for me. I think it's just because I learned finally how to break them down into different shapes. Because that's definitely key. Feet just escape me though still. I'm actually using Krita. It's the Photoshop version that I have currently is a much older version of Elements. Definitely not the most fun to work with. Yeah, that's Krita. But I like Krita pretty well. It's definitely become my favorite one. I think one of my favorite things about it is that it can open Photoshop files. And you can save your stuff as Photoshop files. So if you have to swap over programs like I did, you don't lose your old files. Whoops. Oh, does it? That sucks. So I use my, I don't have a laptop. I use my, my PC. And it does pretty good. I think I need to update the graphics card on it soon, though. Because I've had it for a good few years, and...
Hey, check out Computer Whiz.
Huh?
Check Computer Whiz.
Yeah, I'm sure Matt could install it for me. See, I've heard that Autodesk and the sketchbook thing is really good. I just hadn't gotten around to trying it. I actually think it was you who told me that it was pretty good. See, one of the funny things with Krita, at least versus Photoshop for me, is that if I'm using Photoshop, I have this tendency to like always use a super smooth brush for all of my inking. But then in Krita, I found this one where it's a rougher one, and I absolutely love it. And it's a rougher brush, but I really like it. And I don't know, I like the rougher texture that it gives my lines. I don't know why I like it so much, I just do. Jump over here for a second. See, I always tend to use mostly the default brushes, even whenever I was using Photoshop, rather than the brush packs and stuff. And sometimes I'll play around and make my own brushes, but I'm not the best at that. I figured out how to make a good freckle brush, but it took me a bit of finagling to get it right. Ow! I'm good. I'm good. Sore spot. See, I never really used vectors. I haven't really figured out how to properly use vectors, so I just don't really mess with them. It's like before I stopped being in college, I did a graphic arts class, but we didn't use vectors in that one. We didn't get to that. I think that would have been the thing that we learned in the next class. Yeah, Critter's really good for layer effects. I like the layer styles and the layer effects and stuff. It's like my shading would be nothing without the multiply layer. Let me see here. Bring this down here. Does it? See, I didn't know that Autodesk used the PlayStation, not the PlayStation, the Photoshop. I'm thinking about the fact that she's playing the PlayStation, and I'm used to seeing PS and thinking PlayStation. Oh my gosh, I am a dummy. But I didn't know Autodesk used the Photoshop format as well. Stop laughing at me. I'm probably telling two people to stop laughing at me. Oh my gosh.
That was awesome.
You be quiet.
No.
Yes.
Make me.
Either way, we're going to wait until I stop coughing. That was an interesting noise. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling two people to stop laughing, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, see, if I'm going to do one cross-program, I definitely save it as a Photoshop, because where I'm used to doing Krita to Photoshop. For the most part, though, where I've just been using Krita, I just save it as a Krita document. Let me see here. Okay. I'll remember that. Thank you for telling me that. Let me see. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking PlayStation because I'm sitting here watching her play the PlayStation while I'm playing on my computer. And here later, I'm going to be playing the same game just on my computer. Ugh, I sound awful. What was it?
Said too bad we're out of decongestants.
I'd rather not take any more NyQuil anyway. It knocks me out. Okay. I'll probably still be using Krita until, at least as long as it still works for me. I wouldn't mind eventually going back to Photoshop, but I think at this point the only thing that really bugs me about Krita is that sometimes the little zoom gauge thing down here will sometimes decide it wants to disappear. And then sometimes it'll reappear after a while, but sometimes I have to close and reopen the program. And unlike in Photoshop, you can't hit Z to zoom. You have to use the little thingy down here or use the mouse wheel. And when I draw, I don't really ever touch my mouse. You know what? I think I want to go ahead and doodle the present. Let me see. See, for Photoshop there for a while, I had the subscription to it, and like I said, I've got an older version of Elements, but it's like it's like way older.
Elements was trash.
It wasn't bad when I first had it. Whenever it's your only option, that's what you use, because I couldn't deal with GIMP.
No, I tried. I hated it.
Which thing?
Elements.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but to be fair, I'd gotten used to it from my digital imaging class in high school.
Oh, now I feel old. Thanks.
Ah! I dropped my phone. So now I can't see the chat. Yeah, the Photoshop is expensive, and the version of the version of Elements that I have is like so old. But I'd gotten used to an even older, actually, version of Elements in my digital imaging class in high school. But I can't stand how small the drawing area is on the version of Elements that I have. And I've done everything I can to make the drawing area as big as I can, and I still just can't. Okay. See you later, and hopefully there won't be any more live stream blunders. Let's hope not. Good grief. I have enough blunders regularly without live stream blunders on top of them. You have a good day or evening. Later. Let me see. Pull this around here. I just laugh because this is partially titled Character Rambles, and I've done no character rambles. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Ugh, my throat's getting sore again. still can't believe I said PlayStation instead of Photoshop.
You're gonna beat yourself up over that all day now, aren't you?
Yes, because it was on a live stream that is going to be on my channel. I definitely think I made some decent music choices for this, though. Let me see.
Oh, I just saw he left.
Yeah. That was a good couple minutes ago.
Oh, I was over here all absorbed in my game.
It's okay. I mean, to be fair, he knew you were playing a game.
Huh?
I said, to be fair, he knew you were playing a game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm debating if I should start just rambling about my characters to fill the silence.
Do it.
I'm debating between doing that and just letting the music go. without me talking over it.
Totally up to you, man.
Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see here. I knew I forgot something. I always forget a layer. Okay, so I don't need to do any tweaking on her, but I do on Melanie. It looks really good so far. Okay. I make no promises with how the background is going to turn out.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking out loud. Good grief. What?
He said the thing.
What did he say?
I know Sarah was in here, and when I find out what she's done, I'll do something back.
Oh my god, that will forever, I think, be one of my absolute favorite things that I've heard him say. Hop over to the house layer. I'm actually going to bring that up a bit more. Backgrounds are not my forte, and it shows. That's why I formed the background to show as few things as possible. What?
You're funny.
There's a house, a sidewalk, a road, and some tree branches. And I did that very purposefully. Although I think I'm showing more of the house than I intended to, because I guess I'm attempting to be ambitious. I suppose. I need to practice more with houses and environments and stuff. Bring this up. I'm so glad that I think you and I are the only two people like actually having the thing open.
There's one other person, I think.
I don't know, because it might be detecting my computer.
Oh, maybe.
It's hard to tell. Because it does that a lot. It'll detect my computer where I've got the thing open to be streaming. This is not in line with the angle of the house.
I thought you were going to ramble about your characters.
I got sidetracked. You know what I got sidetracked with?
No.
Trying to do a dang background.
So sorry?
They're hard. And I'm bad at them.
That's unfortunate.
Me. I angrily meh at you. Or, well, I frustratedly meh at you.
What else is new?
That's fair. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get on the line work.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
I'm sorry. Let me do something here. I think for perspective with most of these, I think I'm actually gonna kind of gray some of the lines, maybe? Okay, no, I don't want to do it with the tree branches. Darker gray up here.
Same. You know, I should be doing homework.
Oh?
I have a study guide that I need to do.
For shame.
I know.
Shame, shame. I shame you for not doing homework like you should.
I got another thing that's due on Sunday.
Good grief. Yeah,
It's really weird though, feeling like I don't have anything else. Well, I got all those handouts I'm supposed to do. Ugh.
Yeah, that's fair. Going on it is definitely fair. There we go. Okay, so I kind of grade the lines on part of the background to kind of push it back. I kind of like the effect. Okay. You know what's funny? I set up all my layers and pre-named them for for the line work, but I didn't do the same for the color layers.
Ooh.
Yeah, that means my little keyboard's going to be popping up frequently unless I just don't name them. It's so much easier to keep track of them whenever I name them. Whoops. Oh, I need to change that backdrop color. Let me do something. Do that right quick. And then this. That way we can actually see what we're doing here. Have I gone full circle on the, I think I've gone, yeah, I've gone full circle on the music. Oh, I've been at this for an hour. As soon as I finish this, I'll go and start on on dinner.
Provided the soup's even ready.
You mean the meat's done thawing?
Or mean the meat's defrosted. What am I thinking? God.
I have no idea. You were thinking about you wanted the soup to be ready.
That's what you're making.
Yeah, and that's what you were thinking of.
Heck off.
No. And you know why I won't. Oops. Let's fix that. That was right. That was there. Is it really that different in tone? Is it that much darker on the thing, or is it my phone being stupid? Let me do something. No, my brightness is all the way up. I don't know. Is it just being done with color? Maybe. I think I really need to adjust the color calibration on my Cintiq. Yeah, let's just drop back to this one because I liked this one better. I'm going by the colors on my thing because I don't trust the colors on my phone. Whoops. What's it doing? Normal. Okay, that's better. Good grief. Desaturate that slightly. Too dark. No. There we go. Much better. Hmm?
Oh, nothing.
Something.
Cassandra.
What?
She, out of nowhere, what is the matter with you? And Blackwell's like, who, me? And she's like, you're favoring your right arm. What's up with it? She's just got the weirdest way of expressing her concerns.
That's funny. Let me see.
she started, I thought for sure she was going to be fussing at Sarah.
Oh?
Yeah.
What were you looking at?
Oh, nothing. I saw movement on my screen.
Was it just me?
I know.
I said, was it just me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, looky so far so you can see.
Rotate. Oh. Nice. They're so cute.
Aren't they? I adore these two. Melanie's sweet. She can just be a little bit airheaded and oblivious sometimes. She's got a good heart, though.
That's all that matters.
And Lord knows she's certainly not stupid. She just is a little bit slower on the uptake.
She's just ditzy.
A little bit? I wouldn't even go quite that far.
Oh, yeah?
She's not quite ditzy. She doesn't quite reach into that particular bit of territory. She just tends to miss things.
She's oblivious.
Yeah. Honestly, think a lot like Harry in the books. Because you know what? Harry Potter is an excellent comparison in regard to just the obliviousness. She's a sweetheart, though.
Bit of an idiot.
But she's a sweetheart. And Charlie absolutely adores her oblivious girlfriend, so.
I would hope so. Look how badass this is.
And plus, for as oblivious as she can be, she's a lot smarter than she lets on. Because honestly, it's like with anybody else, you know. You pick up more on certain things versus others.
Right.
Because I think whenever she's actively trying to be observant, I think she's very observant. Okay. That's where that is. I bet that's in the... It's in the house layer. Yep. Good grief. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to try and catch one of Jack's Twitch streams.
Is he doing one now?
According to my email, he is.
Only time I bothered with Twitch was when Eli wanted to watch me play Fallout.
I've watched Jazza do some, like, character design things on there sometimes. But it's just something that I've never done much. I've considered trying out streaming on there a couple of times.
I couldn't get YouTube streaming to work on my PS4, so...
I know that a lot of times on Twitch, art streamers can get a bit more exposure than they do on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah, because people go there seeking out streamers.
Yeah, that's... I can kind of see that.
One of these days I'm going to have to get up the guts to try it.
There's no way you can stream simultaneously, is there?
I think you can, but I know for a fact that if YouTube finds out you are, they'll cut your video or something.
Are you serious?
You can get in trouble with their terms of service or whatever.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, though, I'm not sure exactly how, but you can get in trouble for it. Because, like, I've talked to people who have. It's been ages, but it's been ages since I've messed with anything with live streaming. I think probably once I get the base colors down on this, I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna stop screaming. I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm not screaming. I'm coughing.
Oh, thank God. One of my ears popped.
Finally.
Yeah, if I could get the other one to do it.
I know how that feels. I don't know why I have purple in mind for her coat, but I do. Let's do it a little bit more of a rich purple. She seems to me like she'd like a really nice, pretty purple coat.
That's pretty.
I swear on my screen, everything, at least not on my Cintiq screen, just on my phone screen where I've got my stream playing to make sure everything's going smoothly. Shush, I can't talk today. But, everything on my phone screen is tinted much more red.
Do you have comfort view on?
What, you mean the dark thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll do it. Because it gives everything like a warmer... Well, it's supposed to kill the blue light.
So as not to hurt your eyes worse.
Yeah.
Yep. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's exactly what it is. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. If you turn it off, it's like... I don't know. I did it once, and I hated it.
I cannot go back to just having the regular YouTube thing. Like, even on my PC, I have it set to, like, what is it called? Is it called, like, night mode or something like that? On YouTube.
Wait, what was it?
The thing where everything is dark, is that called, what, night mode or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have that turned on my PC.
Oh, no, I do that on my PC, too, and then on Twitter.
Yep. On Twitter. I think I actually only just discovered it on Twitter. Yeah.
I think, like, not only is it easier on the eyes, it's more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion.
Agreed. That's like my Skype is set up that way.
I don't ever use Skype. I hate it.
For some reason, it's not been working properly here lately on my phone. It's like nothing will load properly with Skype, and it's just been since like the last update.
They must have done something to screw it up.
They probably did, don't they always?
Yeah, because,
Can't leave well enough alone. Fix one thing, break 5 others.
like Tumblr Mobile.
Like Tumblr, period.
Honestly, they deserved having that taken off the App Store.
Well, you know what? If they had done something about the porn bots much sooner.
But people have been complaining for years about all of it.
That's what I'm saying.
And
if they had done something sooner.
It wasn't even just the bots. It was like the presence of all the other kinds of freaks.
Agreed. But it was stuff that people had actively complained to staff about for ages, and they just kind of went, whatever.
Well, and that's another thing, too, is that with staff, they would, if you did get caught posting things that you shouldn't, I mean, you just get your blog deleted. There was no measures taken to, like, criminally punish you or...
Yeah, there was no...
whatever. Because that's what people were saying. Like, if you find these people on Tumblr, don't even bother reporting them to staff. Just report them, like the kitty.
Yeah.
Like the kitty creeps. They just said, just report them to the FBI. Don't even bother with staff because they won't do anything about it.
Yep. Yep. Let me see here. There we go, I like that, I think, that's too bright, let me desaturate that. It's a small change, but it's noticeable. Okay. Just do that. We'll make sure to get all the white spots. There we go. I need to do a big picture of these two, kind of like I did with Brian and Kyle. Where I did the little Dragon Age AU thing with the two of them.
Oh, you should totally.
Because I kind of think Melanie would be a bard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I definitely picture her coming from a noble family, for one thing. And where Josephine makes it clear that it tends to be a pretty common thing for, you know, young nobles to get involved in that kind of thing.
Yeah.
For a bit of excitement and all that. She would do that, because she would definitely come from a noble family. Whereas you've got Charlie, who would most definitely be a mercenary. change that color just ever so slightly and use it. Tell you what, now one thing I've learned to do with colors to where it looks like the wrong side of fabric for something, if you're seeing like the inside part of a garment, desaturate it. Use the same color and just desaturate it a little bit.
That makes sense.
Because, well, I mean, the wrong side of the fabric always has more of a, almost a matte kind of look to it. In most things. Just because it's, you know, it just does. So I did that a little bit for the inside of her hood. Oh, there went the disappearing zoom bar. There we go. What do you think on the color of her vest?
Was it green?
Yeah.
It's fine. Why?
Okay. I was just making sure. There we go. Swap to here. And I definitely think I'm going to turn off the stream whenever I finish with the flats on the two of them. The background and the shading and highlights and all that, I'll record that later. Just because by the time I finish the flats, I'll have been at this for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, I've been at it for, it's been an hour and a half already. Did you not realize?
No, I've been over here playing game the whole time, so...
That's fair.
Tend not to think about it. God, die already.
Is it giving you trouble?
Not giving me trouble, just really taking forever to go down.
Ah, so not giving you trouble, just annoying you.
Yeah. Had a super long health bar.
That's always fun.
Okay. Oh, thanks a lot, Sarah. She pushed me off. Some girlfriend.
Let me see here. Pull that a bit more. desaturate that a bit more. Might end up desaturating it even more. It's a little bit too bright. If I darken it up. Much better. You know what? Hmm?
Stopped up.
Ah, so same issue as me.
I'm glad I haven't shuffled around in like a stupor the majority of today.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
No, that was literally all day yesterday. I just was.
Now you know what, I think I like it a little bit more with the ice looking blue. Much better.
I really want Arby's.
The
Or Subway.
Subway sounds good.
I have coupons.
Do you want to do that instead of soup?
I don't know.
Also, I need your opinion right quick if you don't care to look at your screen. Charlie's gloves.
Hold on. Chat's in the way.
Also, I don't know if yours looks like mine, but the colors are not quite as saturated as they're going to look on the screen.
Okay, her gloves?
Mm-hmm. Because I like the way that green looks with that teal, so I'd like to keep the teal of the undershirt.
Maybe a dark brown.
You think so?
Maybe.
That'd look really good, especially with like the fur on the hood.
Yeah, something neutral for sure.
Let me darken it a little bit more.
Can I just say that what's her name?
Which one?
In purple.
Melanie?
Yeah, her color scheme reminds me of Wendy from South Park.
Oh my god, she does. I don't care, I'm keeping it. She's too adorable to change now. And I think she looks really, really good in purple. You know?
Yeah. I just thought you should know.
Dang it, and I bet you're not going to be the only person to think that either.
Probably not. I mean, she even has a headband.
Yep, and I didn't think about it. Dang it.
It's cute, though. Don't worry about it.
What?
It's just where the other girl is blonde. It's a good thing she's not, like, too pale, because people are going to be like, oh, look, it's supposed to be Wendy and Baby. She's not wearing red, though, so...
No.
Do that.
And Charlie is definitely not that girly.
Oh, but it would have been so funny.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that. I can't believe I didn't think of that, though. It's like the exact same freaking color scheme.
Even her gloves and her headband.
I didn't think about it. I just knew purple and pink tend to look good together.
I had to point it out to you. If anybody says anything, just refer them to the stream.
Yeah. I think I'm going red and green with the present.
Well, it's supposed to be Christmas.
Yeah. You know, since I've done this, I'm going to have to do a cute little Christmas couples picture with Brian and Kyle.
Of course.
Because they're adorable anyway.
Yeah.
So are these two. Then do adorable couples pictures. And just so cute. Okay, the nice thing is I've almost got the flats done. Jump back up here for a brief second. I just need to do Charlie's eyes. You know, the funny thing is, I've never colored her before.
I still don't know why. I always thought that she was a redhead.
Who, Charlie?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I know. I don't know why. Just for some reason.
Group. Quick group. Okay. The fun part is, I've never colored her before, so I have no idea what color her eyes should be. I'm gonna go with brown.
What, for her gloves?
For her eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just kind of want to. Let me do that one. That one. And one more multiply layer. I kind of like the idea of doing like a warmer golden brown. It'll look like that once I've gotten the shading done on it. Shading looks different than I normally do it because of the position. Here's the base.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
Okay, what you doing?
I need to go.
Dumb question.
I need to go blow my brains out for one thing.
Ah. Let's jump down here.
Oh my god. I think I cracked every vertebrae in my spine.
Okay. Think of about where I've got the flats done. I think I'm done with this for now. I'm going to record the rest of it, doing the background and the shading and the highlights and all that. But I've got the flats done on them. I think they're turning out really, really cute. So I'm going to hop off of here and probably get something to eat because I am hungry. So I will see you guys later. Bye!